Anglers Extra.
Joined now by John Schiffner, the all-time winningest manager in Cape Cod Baseball League history, and recently surpassed the 450-win plateau in the high school level. Congratulations, first off.
Thank you very much, Scott. It's nice to recognize that.
And what would you say are the differences between coaching in the high school level and here on the Cape now that you've done both for such a long time?
Speed, no question. It's speed. The bat speed, the arm speeds, the running speed. It's so much faster of a game here than it is in high school. But you can have outstanding high school players, but overall the speed is just it's just too much.
And so, of course, also the rewards of being a coach here at the Cape is seeing some of these guys go on and get drafted. Just recently, you had Matt Harvey go number 7 overall to the New York Mets. Have you gotten a chance to speak with Matt?
Yes, I have several times. Just so proud of him. Just so happy for him that it worked out. Because I know there was a little bit of, I don't know, I don't want to say controversy, but the disappointment when he was a high school senior that there was a lot of higher expectations. It, for whatever reason, didn't work out, and they were disappointed then. And you can forget about that now. And number 7 pick, fantastic. Couldn't happen to a nicer kid or a harder worker. It was great to see. I mean, he struggled a little bit with us last year, and to see him come as far as he has, it's fantastic. To turn things around a little bit, he fixed some things, and it's great. I think it's fabulous. Couldn't be happy for him.
Talking about Matt Harvey, 2008 and 2009 Chatham Angler, also played at North Carolina, and now we'll move on with the New York Mets. Moving on, though, we've got a lot of new guys, a lot of new faces. Of course, some returners as well, though. About 7-8 guys returning from last year's squad. Right. That's a pretty good number.
Not bad, and it's a real help to have the guys who have been here before. They make it more comfortable for the newer guys to let them know, what to expect, what not to expect, the expectations of the coaching staff, the personalities of the coaches that are back. It's great. They know where to tell them to go grab lunch or go which beach to go to. It is a distinct advantage to have guys back from last year.
And what about then? You have some new guys. Of course, there's always the pipelines that Chatham has, guys like from North Carolina, which we'll see soon. But then at the same time, you get some fresh faces, some fresh schools. A school like, say, Siena this year. How did those relationships form, the new ones especially? Well,
I've known Coach Rossi from Siena for a long time, and he's sent me, a few players. And whenever he calls me on a player, I'm going to take him because Tony tells the truth. Some of the college coaches out there don't necessarily tell you the truth, and Tony says this kid can play. He's a good player, and you're going to love him. And I'm calling you first because I know you're going to treat them well, which is a nice compliment to Chatham. And that's how we've had people from Siena in the past, and it's always worked out very well.
Are you pleased with the amount of players that are here already?
Yes and no. In a way, it's kind of a double-edged sword. If they're here, their team hasn't been as successful as they'd wanted to be. But yes, we're glad they're here. They're getting themselves acclimated. They're not rushed into things. They're getting more comfortable with their host families. They're just finding out where to go, how to get to the field, how to get to the grocery store, or whatever. So yeah, that is an advantage for us. But it's you kind of feel bad that you wish they could have gone further.
And we begin the season on Monday night against the Brewster Whitecaps. The Chatham Anglers begin the season, and of course, with some of these players, there's going to be some changes, especially the guys from last year will know that last year, 6 out of 10 teams make the playoffs, and this year, going into a fresh season, you have changes like double headers and playoffs. But first off, with the playoff format, now it goes from 6 teams last year to 8 teams this year. What do you think of the new change?
I'm not sure if I'm a big fan of it, just because I've been here so long, where up until last year, you had to really fight to make the playoffs. It was quite an accomplishment to make the playoffs. Now when 80% of your teams make the playoffs, it kind of diminishes making the playoffs used to be. But I understand there's logistics behind it, that so many years that the teams were separated by just a few points. The difference between first place and fourth place or fifth place was only 6 or 7 points, which it indicates there is parity. So that was a strong argument to do that. But I don't know. I'm like I said, I've been around so darn long that I always felt that it was the fighting for that first or second spot was pretty special. But let's go, let's play baseball, and we'll worry about that later on.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Will that affect the team at all, though, down the stretch, especially gearing up for the playoffs? If say a lot of teams might know their situation much earlier than usual, at least knowing that they're in the playoffs. Does that affect things at the end of the season possibly?
It could. You could be able to rest guys if you're pretty much locked in, or really know that you're going to have a good spot. Yes, you could be able to rest players, but I don't know. It's all new. It's all new, and then you just let's see what happens. But the bottom line is you got to win as many games you possibly can, and then worry about it at the end.
And lastly, you've been the manager of the Chatham Anglers since 1993. Did they have this?
No, they did not have this. No, we didn't have radio. We didn't have anything. Nobody saw me back in 1993. And I liked it that way.
What do you think about the new
This is
video?
fabulous. You guys do such a great job. The Chatham Athletic Association is without question the best organization in the league. They take care of everyone, the fans out there in cyberspace. They take care of the players. They take care. It's fantastic, and that's the reason why I think we've been so successful over the years. Is that people hear the reputation of Chatham is a great place to be, and this is a perfect example to do this. Be able to have you guys do this. It's fantastic.
So if there's like a feather in my hair or something like that,
I'll let you know. Yeah, I'll let you know. No question. I'll let you know. Yeah, and if I say something wrong, just nudge me like that, and kick me, and I won't do anything. No, I think it's
well,
great.
Yeah, now we can't fake. You can't say anything.
Oh, I know. I can't do the stuff we used to do it.
Manager John Schiffner, the manager of the Chatham Anglers, getting ready for the start of the 2010 season. First game against Brewster. It's a 5 o'clock start at Brewster, and then the first home game is on Wednesday, June 16th. Mark your calendars. A 7 p.m. start time against crosstown rival Orleans. Thanks for joining us.
Oh, thank you. I can't wait to get started.